So today I got a 2012 Ford F-350. We're gonna install the Pioneer double din screen. This thing's already got its own GPS and everything already, and it's got a backup camera. So I'm gonna use the GPS. It won't work because the aftermarket doesn't have a GPS system, but the customer doesn't care. But he does want Bluetooth and backup camera, so I'm gonna try to make the original backup camera work with the new one, which means an OEM camera to the aftermarket. So in order to do this, I kind of pried a little bit already. You want to start prying from here. Use a soft plastic or tool remover. It's only a couple $2 at AutoZone. Push this thing in like that and kind of pull it a little bit like that, so come loose about 1/2 inch, and then grab on the bottom. You'll be able to grab on the bottom, both sides, right side and left side together, and pull it about 1/2 inch, and then this gonna get stuck right here on the top. You don't want to break it pull it too hard out. No more than 3 inch. If you do more than 3 inch, this thing gonna break. So now you're gonna start the pry it like this, a little bit right there. Pry it, and then once it come out like this, you can just pop it like this open, and it should come out pretty easy. Now the next thing you want to do, you want to take this 7mm out right there. Now the 7mm. Oh, it fell down. So use 2 hands. Don't try to do 1 hand. It might drop. You can't find it. That one, I found it right there down at the bottom. Now when you pull this thing out, you're gonna have to unplug all of these right there. Just push this down and pull it out, the same as this one. Push that like that and pull it out. Okay guys, almost every radio that I install, I try to use the cheapest as possible for the customer, so they don't have to put too much money. Now if you want to go to the right way, you want to, I'll link below the harness that you will need. Well, actually no, you don't have to, but if you do, you can ask me later. Comment below. The harness is about $139 to $200 for the harness. Now the reason why I say I use a cheap wire, because you see this red wire right there? If I put a tester on it, when you turn the key on, there's no accessory. So you're gonna have to look for an accessory for this car. So I'm gonna have to run the wire to the fuse, or I'm gonna run wire to the ignition to looking for the accessory wire to get it hooked up. So now I'm gonna show you how to wire all the speaker wire and everything, and then what to hook up and where to hook up. Oh, I'm gonna run it from the ignition. So right here, as you can see right there, it's all clipped. What you want to start off is pull this clip off. Just pull it out, or take a flat hat and pry it out here. It should come out like this. What I want to look at is purple and green, which is around here. So you're gonna have to pull this clip out a bit, or take a knife and just cut this tape right there. It's called black hole tape. So just tape it easy. I mean, just take a blade and cut it easy. Don't cut through the wire. Just cut only the tape. Now there's a couple purple and green. The easiest way to go is to go to the ignition, where you see purple green. In the back of the ignition plug, you see purple, green, white, red, and so on. But I mean, the easiest way is to test it like this. Take a test light, a voltmeter, turn the key on. The key is on. Right there, you see that's on. When you turn it off, it's gonna be off. It's kind of hard to have one hand and the other one. So, well, when you turn it off, it should go off. When you turn the first key on, it will come on like that too. So that's the right wire right there. I usually use a fuse 7.5 or 10. I'm gonna wrap it together like that and tape it really good and run it. If you don't have an RCA jack, you can cut this jacks and use it. Red and white is positive and the black should be wrapped around it. So that's what I mean. This is positive, this is negative. What you're gonna do, you're gonna have to cut everything right here except these two right there on each side. There's a left side and then there's a right side. And then now you find a screw and screw right there. And for the wiring, I'm gonna explain how all the wiring gonna work. Now you wanna put all the blue white together, including the blue from this harness right there. It's a 70-55-20 is the harness. And this is a aftermarket. You want to hook up this. You don't want to hook this up yet. This for the reverse camera, and this is for the accessory, the red wire that you're gonna need. Now, if you buy the expensive one, $139, they come with the red wire that's already gonna work already. But in my case, I buy the $10-15 one. Just hook up the yellow, the green, the blue, and everything. The red, match them all up. The only different is that you're gonna have to hook up all this blue and white wire up. I hook this up because I'm hooking up a Pioneer. Customer probably wanna watch something later. Yeah, just don't worry about this. The 70-55-20 doesn't have this option right here. You want to make sure this is on the bottom, and then this, see the Pioneer right there, and then this on the bottom. You don't want this on the top, it's going to be upside down. Now I grounded to this part right there, and then the purple and gray is 12 volt. Since we found out that this is the 12 volt for the camera, we don't have to do anything else. So we're gonna just do everything in the back, in the front where the radio is at. Just tap the RCA jack for the video, and you will not have to touch this after you test the voltage. Now to find a reverse wire, there's an alternative. Instead of the BCM, you can come right here, pull this out. You're gonna look for blue and white. Blue and white might be this one. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm gonna pop this out too. Okay, we'll look for blue and white. That's blue and white might be it. I'm gonna test it. Put a test light and put on reverse. So I turn the key to on position and put on reverse, and the light is on. So that is I tap in blue white wire to my green wire. I'm gonna run it through here, pop this out, push this down, and run it through out there. Green. I'm gonna make sure this is the right color, the green that I hook up to the blue and white. So I'm gonna turn the key on, make sure it's not coming on also. Okay, so that's perfect right there. So I know when I put on reverse, it's gonna be on. Now that is on reverse, so it's on. So that is the reverse wire. So it was pretty simple to find that wire. Sometimes it's harder to find, but this is perfect. So what I do, I hook up this green wire to the reverse right there. That should all work, which is purple and white. Now I ran everything, I plugged everything up, everything was plugged up. I do have like series XM series, everything else, and I hooked it up. All the wire hooked up, but I didn't hook up the Bluetooth and stuff like that. I just want to make sure the reverse is working for the customer, because that's the main thing that the customer wants, this camera. So waiting for the camera to come on. That's fun, it's not on yet. Oh, before I finish this video, before I clean everything up, I want to mention again, I don't know if I did video that or not. Now the green and white is the positive side, and then the brown and green, I believe, brown and green next to it is the this is the 8-pin right there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 pin I meant. The other one is the brown one. The brown with the green is the negative side of the video. So, and hook it up to the jack that I mentioned to you that I cut the aux in right there, and then plug into the rear view camera right here. So here's a real deal. Let's see if it works. I'm gonna put on reverse. Oh yes, it works perfectly. So I'll put everything back, clean up my wire, and then here's the finished look. And with the backup camera, voila. So this setting right here, you can do the setting later on, and the backup camera.